that where free unions and collective bargaining are forbidden, freedom is lost. Freedom is lost. Freedom is lost. Freedom is lost.
To call this a budget bill, a budget fix bill, is nonsense. It's a union-busting bill.
They remind us that freedom is never more than one generation away from extinction. You and I must protect and preserve freedom here, or it will not be passed on to our children, and it will disappear everywhere in the world.
It's not about balancing the budget. Governor Walker keeps saying it's about balancing the budget. It's not. It's about taking away people's rights to bargain for their contracts.
The Polish government has trampled underfoot solemn commitments to the UN Charter and the Helsinki Accords. It has even broken the Gdansk Agreement of August 1980, by which the Polish government recognized the basic right of its people to form free trade unions and to strike.
Why would you do that?
In a zero-sum game, whenever you win something, your opponent loses exactly that much, and vice versa. Nash's theorem says that there must be at least one Nash equilibrium for all finite games, but here there are no equilibria in pure strategies. The good news is that there's another type of equilibrium, mixed strategy Nash equilibrium. If no equilibrium exists in pure strategies, then one must exist in mixed strategies.
This proposal would not trigger the special quorum requirement in Article 8, Section 8 of the Wisconsin Constitution.
Well, secondly, Mr. Chairman, there's a requirement. I have like a 24-hour notice here from Attorney General Van Hollen, current Attorney
Representative
General.
Bartlett, let me Discussion. Let me recognize you. Discussion. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you very much.
Barca.
Good information about government affairs.
Representative
that's
Barca.
compatible with the conduct of government.
Representative Barca.
If there's any, yeah.
Clerk, call the roll.
No, listen, it says, if there's any doubt as to whether good cause exists, the governmental body should provide 24 hours notice. This is clearly a violation of the open meetings law. Now look, you've been shutting people down. It is improper for you to move forward while this is a violation of the open meetings law. You're not allowing amendments, and that is wrong. Now, Mr. Chairman, this is a violation of law. This is not just a rule, it is the law. There must be, no, Mr. Chairman, this is a violation of the open meetings law.
Freedom is lost.
The question before the Senate is adoption of the Committee on Conference report. It requires a roll call. The clerk will call the roll.
Senator Carpenter, Coggs, Coles, Cullen, Darling, Ellis, Urbanbach, Fitzgerald, Galloway, Grothman, Hansen, Harsdorf, Holt.
There are 18 ayes, 1 no. The conference report is adopted. Senator from the 13th.
Mr. President, I ask unanimous consent that all the Senate's action be immediately messaged to the Assembly, along with the January 2011 special session, Assembly Bill 11.
Without objection, so ordered. We're now in the 16th order of business, adjournment.
I ask unanimous consent that the special session adjourn pending the call of the chair.
So ordered. The Senate is adjourned.
Hello, everybody. This Labor Day weekend, we don't just celebrate the end of summer. We also honor the hard-working men and women who have made this country what it is in the American labor movement that has fought tirelessly to improve their wages, benefits, and working conditions. America was built by its laborers, but today our workers are struggling just to get by in an economy that no longer works for them.
I'm Shannon Spillane, and I'm here with Nick Johnson, Vice President for State Fiscal Policy, to discuss the budget situation in Wisconsin. Nick, Wisconsin has been getting quite a bit of national press lately because of its governor's proposal to strip many public workers of collective bargaining rights. The debate there is centered on the state's budget. What's going on with it?
Wisconsin, like just about every other state, is facing significant budget problems. This is because the recession has hit states really hard and caused a record drop in revenues. So states are really struggling to find the resources that they need to maintain quality schools, safe communities, healthcare, and other things that residents really want and need.
When a company hits hard times, workers often get laid off, but the boss often gets millions. And to that, John Stossel says, give me a break.
Right. Some corporate executives make big bucks, and fine. If their companies are doing well, they're worth it. But what if their companies flounder? Companies often write big checks to executives who don't work out. Why? Well, many, like Barad, have a golden parachute locked right into their contract. My own company's been criticized for paying execs lots of money, even when the stock wasn't doing well. But at least last year, when the stock dropped, my boss's boss took no bonus. Not Joe Naccio.
We kind of view ourselves as technology with an attitude.
Macho Naccio. Forbes called him after he created lots of jobs at Quest, the telecommunications giant. Naccio told new employees, "We believe in pay for performance." But last year, when the stock took a nosedive, how did Naccio do? Well, his bonus went down by a third to just $1.5 million, and they increased his salary.
You've also pointed out the role of tax cuts in widening the state's budget problems and suggest that merits a close look.
Yes, that's right. Earlier this year, Wisconsin enacted a package of tax cuts that actually worsen the budget gap for the upcoming 2-year fiscal period in Wisconsin. In addition, Governor Walker is expected to announce further tax cuts, perhaps as soon as today when he releases his budget for the upcoming period. During the campaign, he proposed repealing the state's corporate tax entirely. Repealing the state's corporate income tax would make the state's budget picture a whole lot worse even than it already is.
If I were a rich man, scum a dimmy 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 do. All day long I'd beady beady boo. If I were a wealthy man, wouldn't have to work hard. Scum a dimmy dimmy yabba dabba dimmy dimmy do. If I were a beady beady rich, taggy man, I'd fill my yard with chicks and junkies and geese and ducks for the town to see and hear. Squawking just as noisily as they can. And each a
Proponents of corporate tax cuts say that they boost economic growth and corporate investment. Would Governor Walker's proposed cuts be good for Wisconsin's economy?
The evidence does not support that argument. Here's why. States have to balance their budget. So the revenue that states lose from, say, corporate tax cuts has to be made up for by greater cuts in public services. The services that states provide, education, healthcare, public safety, transportation, are critical to not only quality of life, but also to making the state attractive to businesses that want to invest and grow. Every dollar that you cut out of education because of a corporate tax cut is a dollar that can't be spent on creating the high-quality 21st century workforce that we know from business executives is what they really need.
At WorldCom, Bernie Ebbers made millions when his company was growing.
The most dynamic, most capable, most growth-oriented.
But in the past few years, they've fired thousands of people. People like these who were leaving with their possessions in boxes. And their company's stock lost 90% of its value. What happened to Bernie? Well, he won't go hungry. WorldCom gave him a $10 million bonus for agreeing to stay with the company and loaned him $341 million.
Attention Kmart shoppers.
Finally, Kmart paid millions to hire Charles Conaway, who had a bright idea. But I guess it didn't work out. Customers complained.
They never had anything in stock on Kmart. They were advertised that they had some. When you got there, it wasn't there.
And so what happened this year?
Kmart filed for bankruptcy today. It will close 284 of its stores. 22,000 jobs will be cut.
Conaway had an interesting take on that.
This is going to help Kmart actually expedite its turnaround plan and be stronger, more profitable, more profitable, more profitable, more profitable, more profitable, more profitable, more profitable.
It's time we had a president who will stand up for working men and women by building an economy that rewards not just wealth, but work and the workers who created it. It's time you had a partner in the White House who knows that the struggles facing working families can't be solved by spending billions of dollars on more tax breaks for big corporations and wealthy CEOs, and that hardworking families need immediate relief